the drums and the heartbeats, sweat drip down our bodies. Oh, I know we're living. 100 times we gonna have a good time. 1,000 hands up to the sky. We gon' get toasted tonight. I've been feeling it all day. I wanna let it go. I wanna lose control. Oh, I'm ready to roll. And I've been daydreaming about this night for a long time. I wanna dance with you under the light. I toasted a wild one. I toasted a good life. I toasted the lovers. I toasted you and I. I toasted a wild one to you and I.
Good morning, millennials. Welcome back to the Morning Toast. Happy Thursday. This Thursday feels like a Friday because there's no show tomorrow due to the Labor Day long weekend, which I'm super excited for. So happy Friday.
Happy almost Friday.
It's Friday, Friday, gotta get down on Friday. When my song came out and I released it on YouTube and all the YouTube trolls came and they were like, this sounds like Rebecca Black, as an insult. I'm like, that song was fucking good, so thank you.
Yeah, and not only was she a one-hit wonder, which is the dream, but now she's a full-blown influencer and she's pretty beautiful, so
thanks.
I stand. United we stand.
So thank you, okay? I see you and I see the compliment inside you and I appreciate you.
Wow, it's been a really slow week, and I'm not sad that it's ending.
I'm so not sad that the week is ending, at all. We are going out with a bang tonight to the Jonas Brothers concert at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. And also BB Rexa, the opener. I've literally never been to a concert and seen the opener, so I wonder what goes on when there's an opener.
Right. Are we going to make it for the opener?
Of
What
course.
time does she go on?
We don't know. We'll
By the
figure
way,
it
Margot, Jackie told me last night she doesn't want to go.
No, that I'm just not in the mood to go to a concert at Madison Square Garden. I can't explain it. It's just so much energy. And I just
It couldn't be easier. It's in the city.
No, it's not about
we have
the
great
getting there.
seats.
It's not about the getting there. It's you're in
So she wanted to
a
know,
stadium, on concrete, just dancing in your seat. And
Sounds like so much fun.
That's what a concert is.
I don't know.
Well, you don't have to
said,
go if you don't want
It's
to.
not it's
You don't
no
have to go.
PNC.
You know
It's
what?
no
I
PNC.
wouldn't mind having the extra chair empty so I could put my purse on it,
Yeah.
honestly.
I'll let you guys know.
So don't feel pressured.
No, I don't. And I know I'm gonna have a great time if I go. I'm just almost not in the mood to have a great time. You ever know what
Are you feeling okay?
I know, I get that. It's I know
sound
I'll have fun,
depressed.
but I just want to lay in bed.
We're going back-to-back concerts. I'm ready to fucking roll my face off. We got tonight Jonas Brothers, tomorrow night in Dallas, Rascal Flatts. And I actually think I might lose. It's just we're seeing back-to-back trios. Think about that. And I'm just ready to
It's
lose my
something to
mind.
think about.
It's something to think about.
And for tomorrow we have a pickup truck. We're
We do?
tailgating. Yeah. And we have a flag.
Did you rent one?
Yeah. We're picking it up at the airport.
Wait, who's driving if we're going to tailgate?
Someone will have to.
Zach doesn't drink.
No,
really.
but he actually said that he wants to drink. And he
Let's
doesn't
hire a
wanna drive.
chauffeur.
Let's do it.
That's
You
fine.
know, they used to have this small startup in the Hamptons called Lily Pad or something that basically was a service that drivers would ride a scooter over to pick you up at the club. If you drove to the club, they would throw their scooter in the trunk and drive you home, and then they drop you off at home and take their scooter back to wherever they needed to go, which I thought was a kind of a really smart concept.
That
They
is
need
a smart
that.
concept. We need a chauffeur. But then it's whoever comes, it can't be
don't
someone
have
we
a
know.
ticket for them.
Otherwise, yeah, it's why aren't you coming to the show?
Oh my God, I'm going to die. Wait, so we're going to tailgate. What do you do at a tailgate? I've never
open up the
tailgated.
bed of your truck. You put out your drinks.
By the way, let's go to Walmart and get an inflatable mattress, something so we can make it comfortable in the bed of the truck,
Okay, cool. And then we also have to get a flag
Pole? Are you bringing the toast flag?
Of course. I've been dreaming of this my whole life. I've
Do
been
we have a parking
daydreaming
pass?
about this night.
Do you need a...
A parking pass to tailgate? I don't know.
Hold on. Let me get on it. Hold on. Let me just...
That's the only thing that I'm jealous
I think
of.
you can buy those on Ticketmaster. But you're jealous. And
Yeah.
you're going to Nashville concert.
No, that's why it's the only thing I'm jealous of. Plus, I've been to Rascal Flatts, so I really can't be that jealous. But it's just
Margot's first time in Nashville.
I know.
Breaking her Nashville virginity.
my Nashville virginity.
Those
I'm pumped.
commercials Colton is running, are horrible. And for his sake and the sake of his family and everyone who knows him, I hope he got paid $6 million for it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that would make me feel better.
No, I think anything below $1 million, I would have said no.
Me too.
Also,
Virginity.
I have Morningstar veggie burgers. I ate one the other night, and it's not doing anything positive for the brand for me.
No, it's every time you eat it, you're
I think
I'm
of,
losing my virginity.
Yeah, I'm having sex with a veggie burger.
I do it
It's
with
so stupid.
I do it with my neighbors. I do it with my friends. I wish I did it sooner.
Yeah.
Lose your virginity today.
It's not good.
It's not good.
It's not good.
And someone got promoted for that because they thought it was such a good idea.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's still
We killed it.
Like, yeah, they're like, we killed it.
Totally.
They did kill it.
Murdered.
Okay. Oh my God, I have to tell you the most embarrassing thing that I did yesterday at dinner. You know, I really need to stop drinking because, like, when I do, I just get so brave.
How many drinks did you have?
3.
Wow.
Margaritas. I was just having such a nice time with TPG. I never see him, and when I do, I never get him one-on-one. Like, it was so special, and I was just, like, asking him a million questions about, like, how I become rich.
About business?
Yeah, no, I was really asking him about, like, business advice.
Did you get any answers on how to become rich?
I did, actually.
Okay.
I'll tell you about him later. So I was sitting and I saw Steve Gold from $1 Million Listing, who I love, and he came over and was so nice. He showed me pictures of his baby, and like he smelled so good. I literally just wanted to like take a nap in his neck. And then like 2 drinks later, I had to go to the bathroom. Yeah. And so the way that the restaurant is set up, there's like a men's room, a women's room, and then right outside the men's and the women's room, there's like a big mirror. So I'm walking to the bathroom, and Steve Gold and his super cute girlfriend are taking a mirror picture. And what would a normal person do? Like wait for them to finish?
You jumped in.
Of course I jumped in the
Oh my
picture, but
God.
she didn't know me.
That's more normal than
It gets
like
worse.
pretending you don't know them.
No, of course. I got in the picture and I was like, it's fine, I know Steve. Like,
I'm sure she hears that all the time.
She was confused because I was like, I just spoke to Steve 5 minutes ago. Like, let me get the picture. And I'm like, tag me on Instagram. And then I'm like walking away into the bathroom and Steve's like, you're going into the men's room. And I was like, thanks, Steve. I was halfway in the men's room before Steve pointed it out. And then I went to the ladies' room. But the men's room, thank God, was empty. But it was just like so embarrassing for like my boyfriend Steve to like see me that way, you know?
Yeah, no, and like you embarrassed yourself like in front of
Twice.
his main chick, and like you're
Yeah.
the side chick.
So like I can't be brought out in public. It's so scary.
Yeah,
I also
that's not so
saw-
bad.
I just,
Don't
like,
worry.
Leaving your house is so underrated. Like because I never do it. I saw so many celebs. I saw Adrian Brody
It depends where you're going. Like
Yeah.
you went to a
swanky.
star-studded place last night.
and
But like there's nothing sadder than when you like muster up the courage to leave your house and you go fucking nowhere to like Loserville
and see nobody.
That happens
see
to me
nobody
often.
and nobody cares about how cute you look. What a waste.
Yeah, no, it was a star-studded evening. I felt like super cool.
I'm happy
I like
for
hated
you.
my outfit, you know,
What were you wearing?
just like an ugly shirt.
Oh, I hate that.
You know, it was like a big busty shirt that made me look like a fucking like
Oh, I saw your Q&A.
big breasted woman.
I
you know,
thought that shirt was cute. And
I
I like
thought
that
it
you
was
matched
too.
it to your earrings.
it's like a fine shirt.
Okay, well next time, maybe not the shirt.
Maybe not the shirt. Yeah, I'll leave the shirt at home. Ooh, give the people at Polo Bar what they really
Hey,
want.
Steve.
Hey.
Nice.
So yeah, that was just like my embarrassing story that like I tried to forget before I went to bed.
I understand. Well, I'm glad you're bringing it back up and
Of
that
course.
it's servicing into today.
Well, I
I
feel
actually
like-
woke up with like so many pits because I had a crazy dream.
Me too.
Where I actually woke up with tears in my eyes, but it was like it wasn't bad. But my dream was that like it turned out like mom finally told us that I am adopted, and it was like my dreams are like so real. It was so everyone like reacted as if we would normally react, and like we were just so happy, blah blah blah. And then I was just like thinking to myself, I was like all this time I just felt like this was my family, and like we made do, and you know it happened to turn out great. But I was like no, like I'm so lucky that I was chosen to be in this family. Like,
So true.
what if things didn't happen that way? And I started crying like in my dream, and I woke up and I literally had like tears in my eyes.
That is so cute.
I had a different dream,
and I
it was
also was
that-
like really confused. I was like, am I adopted? And then I was
Are
even
you?
thinking about all the people who have like written like, is Jackie adopted? And I was like so excited that I could go respond. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I am.
My dream was
You're
a little
not.
different. Me and Margaret were pushing you out of the business because you didn't show
Because
up.
I'm adopted.
Okay, maybe our dreams were in sync.
I always wonder, like, I honestly wish people's dreams were in sync. It's like if I had a dream about
That'd be
someone,
sick.
I wish that meant that they had a dream about me too.
Yeah, but like I've had many a dream.
Because dreams make no fucking sense anyway, so like, why not have that?
And it's
Yeah.
crazy what dreams you remember. Like, I will never forget a dream that I had where Zac Efron was my boyfriend, and like, it was the best night of my life. And I woke up like next to Ben, and I was like so upset. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, where's Zac Efron? And like, those kinds of feelings like really stay with you.
You know, when your dream life is better than your real life,
It's such a sad place to
it's
be in.
a sad place to
Yeah.
be in. I also had a dream like earlier this week that my hair was really falling out a lot in the shower, so I felt like that might mean something. You know, like that's a common theme.
That's definitely like a super, I don't know, something.
And so I looked it up, and it means like you're worried about like you know aging and not being like vital like you once were. I'm like, yeah, that seems fair.
Well,
think
I
that
keep having
everyone
dreams
can relate
that I have to pee. And so I wake up every morning thinking I peed the bed. Remember when
Yeah.
we were in, I'm convinced that I peed the bed because I always feel the feeling like I have to pee, what do I do?
You should Google what that means.
I did, and it kind of made sense. But then also, like, one of them
Can
was
you
like...
tell us what it
and then-
said?
I don't remember. It was a week ago.
Oh.
And then one of them was like, well, do you have to pee? And I
Right.
don't. I peed before bed every
There
single
is
night.
nothing worse than being dead asleep and having to pee. Like, fuck off. Sometimes I really think about just peeing in the bed just so I could be put out of my misery.
But then you have to
not
sleep
have
in
to
it.
get up.
I'm not someone who has to pee in the middle of the night, and I always like pee right before bed, so that's not even a problem.
See, I'm one of those people because I always forget to drink water during the day. So when I'm at home at night before bed, I'm like, oh, let me just drink some water because I forgot to do it all day. And then it sits in my belly and I wake up like with a full bladder. It's the worst.
Someone said that they're big on dream journaling. You learn so much about yourself. I'm sure you really do. Like, I feel like when you wake up and you immediately forget your dream, it's because like you should forget.
To dream that you are urinating symbolizes a cleansing and a release of negative or repressed emotions. Depending on your dream context, urination is symbolic of having or lacking basic control of your life. You are literally You are literally pissed off and not expressing yourself in a positive or constructive manner.
Margot, that is so appropriate. And I feel as though you've kind of figured out your life right there.
Yeah.
I'm happy
But then
for
I
you.
also feel like the subconscious is such a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
That there's no way they've sorted
Right,
that
like
all
who
out.
the fuck wrote that? How do I trust them?
Yeah, and like my subconscious like doesn't think, I don't know. But my subconscious wasn't thinking about being adopted.
Maybe it does. But that's so sub.
But then I literally thought, I was like, but I did 23andMe, and I was like, wow, my birth parents must also be 100% Ashkenaz.
Right.
Who
That-
are they?
that would be an
I started to
interesting-
feel like Annie. I was like, where are they?
The sun will come out tomorrow. Okay. Well, I feel as though we've analyzed our dreams enough to
To launch into the Fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast. Spoiler alert, you don't really need to know these stories, they kind of suck.
Yeah, it was a slow news day, but thank God we have tons of new content coming out from the Real World Facebook Watch because the Morning Toast today is brought to you by MTV's The Real World Atlanta, streaming now only on Facebook Watch. The original reality show is back and streaming now with only on Facebook Watch. MTV's The Real World Atlanta is the next true story of 7 strangers picked to live in a house and have their hookups, screw-ups, apologies, fights, tears, voices, and lives live streamed exclusively on Facebook Watch. It's the return of the first unscripted show in TV history that tackled gender, race, AIDS taboos, life, death, addiction, connection, acceptance, and reality. And it's being reinvented. MTV's The Real World Atlanta is an all-new reality experience with content dropping daily and new episodes every Thursday. Find out what happens when the next generation stops being polite and starts getting real again. In Facebook, click on the Facebook Watch icon and search The Real World on Watch. MTV's The Real World Atlanta, streaming now only on Facebook Watch. So a new episode's dropping today. It's actually such a great show, and I'm living for it being on my phone.
Living for it. We just love watching stuff on our phone. Like
We
the
really
Morning
do.
Toast.
It's so true. All right, let's dive right in. Tell me the Fast 5 that I need to know.
That you like could know.
Right, that I'd survive without.
That you'd survive without, but might be good to know.
What are you going to the Rascal Flatts concert?
Oh, you know what? I've been thinking because so when we went a few months ago, I got an oversized T-shirt, Rascal Flatts. I was like, maybe I'll wear that with like a high pony. Sure. But then I also just ordered like a bunch of stuff online, like cute, cheap clothes, and I might do like a pink cowboy vibe.
Cute.
But we're meeting them, right?
Are we?
I thought we have meet and greet.
Oh, but then we have to get there so early.
I know, but like I really want a photo with them.
Okay, we'll go.
But then can we
have
go
meet and
back to
greet.
the truck after?
I actually think you can. If we're
Okay.
going to be there tailgating anyway,
Might as well.
yeah, can we tailgate with like a portable air conditioner? Like,
There are tailgating companies that like do luxury tailgates.
oh my God. They did it on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Remember like Teddy set that whole thing up?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I would totally do that.
Okay, we'll look into
All right,
it.
if somebody,
And
like,
maybe
knows
they
one in
also give a
Dallas,
driver.
reach out.
Oh yeah, Dallas. They would
Oh my God, a
totally-
driver. Wait, okay, that's totally worth paying for.
Okay.
Well, depending on how much it is.
Yeah. Okay, first story. Speaking of tailgating, Luann de Lesseps says she's staying sober after probation. She's officially off of probation.
I saw she released a letter about it that was incredibly confusing, and I wasn't sure whether the letter was to acknowledge a year of sobriety, a year of probation, or she was leaving the show. It was very ominous.
So feel free to raise a glass in honor of Luann reaching the end of her 1-year probation, but forgive her if she doesn't join you. She's planning to stick with the sober life. The Real Housewives of New York star was on TMZ Live Wednesday to talk about her milestone. The judge ordered her to stay off drugs and alcohol during probation, and Luann told us it's had a profound impact on her life. As you know, she's been on probation from her Christmas Eve 2017 arrest.
This is like not that long to be on probation, especially because didn't she break her probation like multiple times?
Yeah, but so overall it was 1 year. I think she's been, in the court system since Christmas 2017. That's a year and a half. That's a long time.
Yeah. So do you think she's going to start drinking again?
I mean, she said that she won't, and while I do believe her, I think that she will because if she was drinking while she was on probation.
Right.
Also, like, she couldn't drink because of probation. It's a similar, like, Catherine Dennis situation. Like, you got in trouble because of drugs and alcohol. Does that mean you're a drug addict and an alcoholic?
Right.
Not necessarily.
But if you can't go the year of probation without having a drink, like maybe you do have a problem.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know, but I feel like the argument...
If someone told me I couldn't drink for a year because like I would go to jail. Like, I would not drink.
Yeah. And I feel that.
You
But
know
like
what I mean?
she like
Like, the threat of jail is scary enough for me. Like, I love to drink, and I drink a lot, probably more than I should, but, like, I don't feel like I have a problem because I could do that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how low my bar is.
yeah, but like say you're pregnant and like you're not supposed to drink, but like you could sneak in a drink.
Oh, my God, I would never.
But like you can have a drink while you're pregnant.
Nah.
You
And
can have,
it's-
like, I
actually,
think
this is
2 glasses of
actually a
wine a week.
hot button topic right now. I was actually reading some threads about it, because like you technically can have like a glass of wine a day, and there are a lot of women who do, and then there's like mom shaming for women who do. I don't think I would, just because like even though you can, I can live without it. You know, I would want to take a tequila shot, and I'm pretty sure I can't do that. You know,
Right.
I don't like wine anyway, so I don't think I would do it. Also, like, I'm just so like afraid of fetal alcohol syndrome. Like, I have so much anxiety about like me not knowing that I'm pregnant, like before the first month, and like just drinking my normal amount, like at a club, and then finding out I'm pregnant if I didn't know, and then like does the baby have fetal alcohol syndrome?
What doctors don't tell you, because I'm sure they don't want to encourage it, but it's like if you drink, if that were to happen, it is okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like
It's
obviously.
like, how do people get pregnant? Like, people who are blessed enough to just like get pregnant accidentally.
Yeah, no, there's crossover for sure, and you're
Right.
drinking, but at that really early stage, it's okay.
Good to know.
Eh.
Party.
And this came up on Southern Charm Reunion last night, which you didn't watch. But
No, I was
so
out with Steve Gold.
you were watching $1 Million Listing
Right,
live.
in living color.
So
Now everything's technicolor.
hey now,
This is what steens are made of. Hey.
I'm happy for Luann. I
Me
think
too.
this bodes for a very good season. Liz Hyde posted in the Toasters yesterday that her sister
Was
at
out
the
at the Moxie.
and they're filming, and Bethany is not there. And you know, if they're at the Moxie, it's going down.
Yeah, and I saw just a bunch of drunk videos of Sonia and Dorinda, and it's good, but like I was talking to TPG about this last night because he's really like a Housewives fanatic too, and like we were talking about like how worried we are, like how crazy it is. Like, it hasn't said in that Bethany's not coming back, and like I just am so nervous for like what the new show is gonna be.
Yeah, I think it's going to be off the rails, which is sometimes good.
Yeah.
But
Bethany was there to like keep it in line
classy.
whilst being off the rails.
Like, I think it, like OC is off the rails, but you know what? That's their franchise, that's their brand, whatever. Like Beverly Hills is on the rails. Like, there are things people won't say until even when Camille like uttered a
Brought
word
up.
about finances, like, ooh, no. So I think New York has always been like a Beverly Hills where they try and stay highbrow, but I think we're going low this season.
I think we're going extremely low because Bethany was really, even in terms of just overall looks, like she always brought a look. She was really one of the only ones who like has money not from the show.
Yeah.
And she just brought an element of class, grace, and elegance that I will really dearly miss.
But I think one of the new housewives is a friend of Tinsley's, which means we keep Tinsley, which I like. She brings a look too.
Yeah.
And I'm here for a friend of Tinsley's.
She's like an entrepreneur, I read, which is very vague. Either means billionaire or unemployed.
I'm hoping for billionaire because I don't feel like watching the financial struggles on a show that's supposed to be aspirational. And it's really, Gina
That's what's hard
Kirschenheiter's
about OC.
husband is still in the news. And by the way, he got arrested. And that's why he lost his job, not her arrest, his arrest for like domestic.
Yeah, domestic violence. I remember that.
So, and now it's coming out like what's in his bank account. Like he has $100,000 in his bank account and $75,000 in severance. And it's like, why do I know that? Like, why am I being dragged into this?
No, I know, and they're so messy, OC, and like none of the ladies, like we went from, there was a time in OC when everyone lived in a gated community in a McMansion that they all looked the same. Now it's just like, I'm no one to judge because I don't even have a house, I rent an apartment, but still, like I watch these shows because it's supposed to be aspirational. I want to see Bentleys and
yeah, like
jewelry.
they used to do this thing where
even
they
Peggy
show,
Sulhanian, say what you want about her, she had fancy cars and jewelry, and like that is something I can watch.
and I prefer Gina over Patty.
Me too.
They used to like post the prices of everything that they were doing. Now they go to like some boutique on Rodeo Drive and buy a million things for $800.
$25,000.
These sunglasses, $25,000.
There used to be, we were in the heyday of like the money of it all, and like now some franchises, like for a while New Jersey was like very rough. Like everyone's house was getting foreclosed, everyone's husbands lost their jobs, and it was like a recession literally in New Jersey. Now OC is getting that too. Like Tamara's the only one who's slightly moving on up but that's money from the show. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see family wealth.
Yeah.
Like Erica Jane was such a welcome to Beverly Hills before even knowing about her. She had 2 fucking planes, and her husband is a famous lawyer. He was in a movie.
Yeah, I need a plane per franchise.
Me too. No
order-
one in OC has a plane. No one in Jersey has a plane.
No.
No one in New York.
Bethany.
Bethany doesn't have a plane. She charters planes. But you know what? That's good enough
That's
for
good
me.
enough. That's like Randall Emmett, good enough for me.
Yeah, and like before Erica Jane had a plane, Lisa Vanderpump and Yolanda were always chartering. So like,
Yeah, Drury got them a plane to the Bahamas. Like,
Right.
I need at least like one real private plane, like not Wheels Up, per season.
per season, yeah, totally. OC, Heather Dubrow got them on a Wheels Up plane once, and it was so small I thought they were going down.
Yeah. Yeah, I need like the real deal once a season.
Yeah, that's such a great call. I don't think the Real Houses of New Jersey have ever flown private anywhere.
I don't know.
I don't think the Real Housewives of OC. Oh well, they did the Heather Dubrow Wheels Up one. I kind of understand why Heather Dubrow left. Like as much as I love her now, just evaluating all the franchises, she is like so above OC.
Yeah, and now her husband's on TV. They just don't need it.
And I think they have like so much going on between her YouTube series and their book and their skincare line and the QVC. Like they got it all.
Yeah. Okay.
Their goals.
Next up, speaking of someone whose goals, Kelly Clarkson reveals another health scare. A cyst on her ovary burst while she filmed The Voice.
Painful.
Kelly Clarkson takes knowing how to grin and bear it to a whole new level. The star 37, who will be kicking off her new NBC syndicated talk show on September 9th. So excited. Talk show hosts that support other talk show hosts. And like, she's so deserving. She's so funny. And she's the real deal.
Where's she gonna film it, in Nashville?
Ooh, I don't know.
I think so, because I read she was on the cover of People yesterday saying how like the only way she agreed to do the show is if they would prioritize her dropping her kids off at school.
Yeah, so then Nashville.
Right.
assuming
Unless the
that's where
kids are
she
moving
lives.
to LA.
Or New York.
Right.
Opened up to, I couldn't see her in New York.
No, not at all. She's too wholesome to be in this shithole cesspool of disgustingness.
She opened up to People in this week's cover story and shared that after pulling off the major feat of hosting the Billboard Awards with a burst appendix back in May, she suffered yet another painful health scare, and again on live TV. At the Billboard Awards, quote, "I just didn't want to leave people hanging," she says, of how she managed to belt out numerous hits with a smile throughout the live show on May 1st that Jackie and Claudia were at. With her doctors aware of her condition and standing by at the ready, she really pushed forward. "I was just thinking about trying to relax," she says, "but in reality, I was in so much pain." After undergoing emergency surgery right after the show, I think we did know that.
Yes,
Clarkson
we did.
healed quickly and was back on screen just a week later filming live shows for The Voice. But the superstar singer reveals pain struck again as the cameras rolled. "Blake Shelton was talking to me, and all of a sudden, everything he said just went away, and I had to grab his arm, and I was like, something is wrong." And that's when she learned it was more painful than appendicitis. It was literally a week after my surgery, so she was freaking out. Damn.
Oh my God. Blake Shelton's such a good friend, always giving you a shoulder to cry on,
Yeah, and
an arm to grab.
Kelly, like, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
I
Stand a
love
little
her.
tall.
Is she still married to Reba's son? No.
Yes.
Yes.
Her manager is who she's married to.
Yes. Reba's the one who got divorced from the
Yes.
man.
Oh, yeah.
So Reba was her stepmother-in-law, and now she's not, because the
Right,
dad
'cause-
was the kin of Kelly's
But her and
husband.
Kelly are still so close.
Yes.
Thick as thieves.
Thick as thieves. I
In
hope.
the words of Caroline Manzo, thick as thieves.
Kelly Clarkson should host like CMA awards.
100%.
Yeah.
She would be great.
She
because
was
she's
so good at Billboard Music Awards.
and like she's not country, but she's not. You know, like she's in the scene. She could be country if she wanted to.
Is she not country?
No.
When someone told me like that her most recent album, the one with like Piece by Piece, someone was like, it's not country. And I don't know why I just like assumed that it was, because she like lives in Nashville and is related to Reba. But it was the most shocking thing ever, like just to hear that Kelly Clarkson was a pop singer, because she's not.
The Piece by Piece album was pop, but her most recent album, Meaning of Life, is actually more like soul.
Yeah.
I would say.
Gospel.
Yeah, yeah, even more like R&B than it is country.
She's just cross-genreing, like
She
everywhere.
can do it all and
She
host
really
a
can.
talk show.
And the fucking Billboard Music Awards with the appendicitis burst.
Yeah, I really hope her show does well.
Me too. I think it's such a great like choice from NBC, because she is so like all American. Like she's a real American dream story coming up on American Idol. She is in like the country space, but she's also apparently in the pop space. She is like a mom. She's super relatable. Like she's not super like high fancy. Like, you know, she goes to Target. Like I am so excited for this. Like I could really see her becoming like a staple of morning and daytime television, and like having her be on TV for 30 years. And like this is where her career goes for the rest of her life.
I mean, I hope so. I think that's what everyone's hoping for. It's unfortunate because I love her and I want to support her, but like I just can't watch like a daytime talk show every day.
I will watch it.
I will watch it just to like make sure she's doing well, but like that's just not.
I just hope they're in
It's
tune
not
with
like for
digital
us, you know?
and be uploading everything to YouTube.
Yeah. Well, I looked at the profile for the new show and it looks very fun, very purple. They have a nice flow going, which gives me hope because the
Okay.
show hasn't even premiered yet.
I know. I
They
feel
have
like we've
some
been
fun
talking about it for
graphics
so long.
For literally a year.
Yeah.
But then like Jerry O got his show
In 10 minutes.
in 10 minutes. I think it must have been, I mean, TV is weird, but also I think Kelly like needed to get ready for it, like with her kids and make sure everything's settled and like do it.
Also, Kelly's is a nationally syndicated show, which I believe takes a much longer time to like that means every market has to like bid on. There's like a whole thing. Like it's super hard. Jerry's, I do think, is regional. Like it plays on different times on different stations. Like anywhere in the world, you turn on Kelly at 4:00, it'll be on. It's like Ellen.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think that takes a much longer and much harder to get off the ground than Fox.
Got it.
Which is where Jerry O is, I think.
Got it. And it looks like it is filming in LA.
Oh, okay.
So she's raising some LA scenes.
If Jerry O show is doing well, I follow them on Instagram. He does like really funny segments.
Yeah, he's just so funny.
And he's like trying super hard, like he wants this to work.
Yeah. I need to like go get my nails done on the place that plays it, you know?
I was literally
That's
about
how
to say that.
That's how I've watched any talk show, like Harry Connick Jr. He had Billy Idol on. It was a great segment.
By the way, Harry Connick Jr.
2 years ago.
Yeah, his show got canceled.
2 years ago.
Like we got invited to go, and literally the day after it was canceled.
The place I get my nails done at now plays New York One, which is really pertinent
Me
to this
too.
show, and like I love supporting Roma and the gals, and I learn a lot about the city through that.
Yeah.
But I'm not learning about my up and coming talk shows and how TMZ Live is doing.
You know, me and Margot went to get nails yesterday, and they only play New York One at my nail salon. And normally I watch it, but I have to tell you, I was telling Ben last night. So, because I've recently only started to get gel manicures, I would say I get a manicure once every 3 weeks. And I've started to I used to dread getting manicures. Like, I just find it so tedious. Like, my back hurts hunched over. Like, it's torture. You have to wait. There's so many politics. But I've recently started to like treasure those moments because I have like a routine now. I go to Fresh & Co. and I get salmon and rice. And then I bring it upstairs and I get my feet done. And I'm just enjoying my feet, eating my salmon, doing my, listening to music, maybe answering some emails. And then I'll go get my manicure. And I started to get a back rub during the manicure. And it makes the manicure fly by. It's so enjoyable.
How long's the back rub?
I do it the entire time.
Whoa.
And I mean, obviously, it like makes my entire experience there like double the price. But I've started to just carve out. This is what I think people are
me
talking.
time.
I think this is what people are talking about when they talk about self care. Like
Listening to your body.
Like I have just decided to like make my nail salon like my happy place. And yesterday, like I had the best time. Margot came with me. We both ate salad bowls. I didn't eat salad, but whatever. Then I got the most incredible neck massage. I fell asleep like in a manicure chair. Like it was such a happy time for me, and I feel like that's why I'm in such a good mood today. Like self-care is
the only care.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, how can you take care of others if you can't take care of yourself?
Yeah, no, it's just like I used to just dread it. It's like, also, like
that's how I feel, where I'm just like, I'm so anxious and impatient. I'm like looking at every crevice. And
yeah.
Like, I don't even want to look.
I didn't even look until I got up.
Yeah, but it's like even if it's whatever, like it's your fucking nail. Like,
on the other
my
side
nails
of
are
it.
so chipped right now, but from this camera, like they look great.
They do look good
so
to
like
me too.
A fresh manicure where there's a crevice, who gives a shit?
I had a terrible experience, but I'm happy.
I heard
Margot, and
heard.
I got Margot a 10-minute back rub because I was living in
You
paradise.
didn't get it for me.
Oh my God, this bitch is so fucking cheap. Listen.
No, I don't like getting the massages. So she's like, get it, like it's on me. I was like, okay, like whatever. So then I go to pay, and I'm like, and they charge me for it. I was like, oh, I thought it was on you. I didn't want a massage.
I had already paid. I forgot to pick up this bitch's $13
I'm just
massage.
saying, it's the principle. I wouldn't have gotten one. I don't like
So
that.
I tried to give her the $13. She's like,
No, she
wouldn't
didn't.
take it. Margot, I said, let me give you cash. You were like, no.
Well, because it's just stupid.
See?
It's just the
By the way,
principle.
so why did you just lie saying that I
Well, no,
didn't
because
try-
you were like, I'll give you the money. Did you get your wallet out?
Bitch, I was just trying to get you to fucking relax, which
you get your wallet out?
obviously you need to do. Look at you.
Well, speaking of relaxing, I actually wanted to share an interesting factoid because yesterday my upper back was hurting, where it just always hurts if you're a woman with large breasts. And on my bureau was the CBD cream that the judges gave us, Vera CBD, and I hadn't tried it
The
yet.
judges, by the way, that's like my confusing. Tamra.
Yeah, Judge Tamra gave to us. And I hadn't tried it yet. I've never used CBD cream, but I was like, this is for pain and I have pain. So I put it on my upper neck, and I have to be honest, like my pain went away.
Really?
Yeah. And it wasn't like such
Magical.
terrible pain. No, but the pain wasn't like so crazy bad. I wouldn't recommend it for like, surgery, but just for like those moments of pain when you're feeling a little sore,
Joint.
it really worked.
Wow.
So I just thought that was interesting.
That is very interesting. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. Okay, next story. Shark Tank judge Kevin O'Leary on boat in collision that killed 2.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a fatal boat accident, and now he's in the crossfire.
Mr. Not So Wonderful.
Entrepreneur Kevin O'Leary, who is best known for his appearance in the hit TV show Shark Tank, was involved in a nighttime boating accident that left 2 people dead, his agent told CNN. The incident happened over the weekend in Ontario, Canada. O'Leary was a passenger in a boat when it collided with another. His agent, Jay Schurz, said. The agent told CNN that O'Leary's wife,
Oh my God, are you okay?
O'Leary's wife, Linda, was driving at the time. Life window.
Ooh.
Yeah, spooky. The collision left a man in the second boat dead, said Joe Scally, spokesman for the West Parry Sound, Ontario Provincial Police. A woman in the second boat succumbed to her injuries Tuesday, police said. A passenger in O'Leary's boat was also injured. Police say 3 other boaters were injured and were treated and released from a local hospital. No charges have been filed. Linda O'Leary was given a DUI test, which she passed, according to O'Leary's agent.
Wait, that is so crazy.
That is so sad.
And I don't know why people go boating at night, honestly. Like, I hear about shit like this all the time. Like, remember that really young baseball player who was, like, going to be super famous and he just died in a boating accident at night? Like, I can't stress enough how, like, boating is dangerous enough. Like, let's not do it in the dark. And this is, like, so crazy. Like, I don't think there's anything worse than, like, being involved in an accident where like, someone else dies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like Chris Holes.
Right, but he was drinking at the time, so I actually do blame him.
We never talked about it on the show, but he got his sentence of 2 years suspended sentence, which means, I don't know, but
It means not jail time.
It means he's not going to jail.
I feel conflicted about it because, like, I love Chris Soules and he's, like, a hot dude. But also, I can't see past the fact that he was drinking and driving and killed someone. And, like, I don't know why we're giving him a pass.
But he was driving a tractor. It's like, it's a weird thing.
No, he was driving a car. The guy was driving a tractor.
The guy was driving a tractor.
Oh.
So he was in a smaller car and still managed to kill someone and then fled the scene. I'm sorry. I know we love him, but, like, why are we talking about it like it's not an awful thing? Because, like, it's fucking terrible. He killed Kenneth Mosher.
I think it was a really tragic accident.
Right. Because he was drunk.
I don't think it was so cut and dry like that. I don't remember it being like that.
I remember it being like that, but people aren't talking about it that way for some reason. Like, he had beer and he left.
Yeah.
And Kenneth Mosher died. Sorry.
Well, you don't remember anything, but you remember his name.
I know.
Yeah, I remember his name too.
Because it was such a terrible story, because he literally died for no reason because Chris Soules was being an asshole. Sorry, like, I don't know why I can't say that.
You can.
You
And
can
I
say
am.
whatever you want. Is that how you feel about the O'Learys?
Well, they weren't drinking. It's just, these are 2 people who shouldn't be driving a boat at night. You know what I mean? You can't see anyone. I'm sure they literally just crashed right into each other.
Do boats not have headlights? That seems...
I just read in the comments, I don't know if it's true, but apparently the other boat, their headlights weren't on.
Oh.
So I don't know. I don't know if that's true, though.
That's so crazy. I mean, this is, like, such a horrible story, and this is not wonderful for Mr. Wonderful. And, like, everyone loses because people are dead, people are injured, and other people are fucking traumatized.
I just want to know how,
like Linda, this, like, nice rich lady, just fucking killed someone.
I just want to know how they died. Like, how do you crash into a boat that then you die? Do you know what I
Like,
mean?
you get flung overboard, and then you're unconscious, and you drown.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
If I had to imagine.
Yeah, that makes sense. Wow,
Really
they
sad.
had to be going so fast.
Right. It's just, like, idiots. Like, maybe I'm just jealous that I don't have a boat, but I just can't imagine getting on a boat at night. Honestly, I would never.
Yeah, but people do it. Like, it's not a forbidden thing. Like, and boats have lights. That's like saying don't drive at night. It's not, like, as cut and dry, but, like, you can...
No, but there's, like, roads.
It's harder to see at night, sure.
Yeah, but no, like, the roads are made to withstand nighttime. Like, the ocean doesn't have traffic lights and...
But there are some roads that don't have traffic, that don't have, like, road lights, overhead lights.
Okay, like...
A lot of roads.
Yeah, but they have yellow lines that reflect. They have there's always something that, like, the headlights pick up the reflecting yellow lines or the white lines or the traffic signs are meant to be reflected. That's why they're so bright.
Not every road.
No, I'm
and
saying,
there
like,
are pockets of roads that don't have anything.
For sure, but I'm talking about roads in general. There's not a single traffic light or stop sign or anything in an ocean. I think boating is dangerous on the reg.
Okay. That's fair. That's your position.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
Like,
keep
a
you posted.
buoy does not a traffic light make.
No. But, yeah, it's not the same, but sure.
It's not at all.
No. We'll keep you posted on the story. Really sad for everyone involved.
Totally.
Very sad. Okay, next up, some
Biz news.
Hudson Bays is selling Lord & Taylor for $100 million to clothing rental service Tote. Hudson's Bay will be paid $99.5 million Canadian dollars, 75 million American dollars, in cash after the deal closes, and secured promissory note of $25 million payable in cash after 2 years.
English?
Basically, Lord & Taylor is up for sale,
That's so crazy.
and they're being sold to a smaller rental fashion company.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Like,
Yeah.
when we were younger, Lord & Taylor was fucking it. And now, it's so crazy. I have a piece of Lord & Taylor in my home. Isn't that crazy?
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't know that.
when I moved into my apartment, I had such big walls, and I wanted like a fancy art piece, and like the one I liked was $25,000. So like obviously that wasn't going to work out for me.
Like sunglasses?
Right. And I ended up, Olivia told me she walked past Lord & Taylor, and her and Zach went in because they were having like a going out of business sale, and it wasn't what she thought. She thought they were just going to be like selling clothes. They were literally selling chairs from the dressing room, art off the wall. So I went in and I bought a piece of art. It's fucking huge, and it was $100.
Amazing.
Now that, I should be on extreme couponing.
You should be. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Just another sad
Retail giant.
Right, another brick and mortar failure.
Yeah, it's like that analogy we can never think of. It's like one loss for brick is another chip in the computer.
Exactly. And this is so pertinent because this is not an ad, but when I went to dinner with TPG last night, he told me that he uses Robinhood to invest, and I was like, oh my God. So he really motivated me to like get back on my Robinhood flow. I swear this is not an ad. And he was like, honestly, just invest in companies that like you believe in. So I bought like a bunch of stock in Revolve last night.
It's so smart.
And like, I don't understand how they make money, but they keep doing it. So
yeah, I need to, now that I have all the biz news, like from reading the paper, which by the way, I haven't been able to read the paper since last week.
Because you see the yellow journalism.
I saw the yellow journalism, and now my paper comes and it gives me a pit. I'm like,
yeah,
what
and
other,
you made me sign up for the paper, and
what other lies
I don't know
am
if
I
I got
reading?
it.
You know, it's like, what do these muckrakers want today?
Yeah, and it's like, oh, if they tell me about a business that's going under, but maybe it's not. They did this whole thing on GE that it's fraudulent, but then people are saying that's not true. I'm like, so do I short sell GE or not?
Are you gonna short it?
I don't know.
Such a
What's
tough
the
decision.
truth? What's the truth?
I don't know, but all I know is they better be writing about how great Scentbird is because they're truly the greatest. Basically, it's a perfume subscription service where you can choose from like fancy ass designers like Prada, Tom Ford, Versace. They have more than 450 designer brands for you to choose from, perfume and cologne. You choose the one you want to try. They'll send you a 30-day supply, which is basically a bottle of 120 sprays, which is enough to apply 4 times every day for a month. And then the subscription ends. You go the next month, you can get a different one, the same one, replenish. If you're not sure what type of scent you're looking for, you can sort and find your new fragrance by brand, style, occasion, season, and more. If you check out their user ratings for reviews on any fragrance, so basically, it's hard to buy a fragrance online, but they have tons of reviews, pictures of people who have used it before, what they thought it smelled like, what they didn't like.
Yeah, but like basically you get to test any different perfume. You don't have to invest in a whole bottle because like perfume marketing like really makes no sense if you can't smell it.
Right. With an exclusive offer just for our listeners, you can get 50% off your first month today at scentbird.com/toast. That's only $7.50 for your first fragrance today. Go to scentbird.com/toast and sign up for 50% off your first month. Again, that's scentbird.com/toast for you to try your first perfume or cologne for $7.50. Sign on, smell amazing.
Totally. Also, before I forget, we need to talk about Dave Chappelle's stand-up special, which we will do after the fifth and final
Yes.
story, but no one let us forget. It is too important.
It is too important, I agree.
Okay. Fifth and final story, a little more
Biz news.
and a little more retail news because Forever 21 prepares for potential bankruptcy filing.
Wow.
Which is shocking because I think they're a cash cow. I don't understand how this
There's
happens.
always people in there.
Yeah, and like they could even be fully online and not have to
Right.
like pay for those, rent spaces on 34th Street.
No, but they really kill it, like in all facets. Like their social is so good. They make such cheap clothing. Like, wow, I'm shook.
Forever 21 Inc. is preparing for a potential bankruptcy filing as the fashion retailer's cash dwindles and turnaround options fade, according to people with knowledge of the plan. So I guess if they're public, like this is information that,
Right, that the stock's going down. I'll check it on Robinhood.
that the stock's going down. The company has been in talks for additional financing and working with a team of advisors to help it restructure its debt, but negotiations with possible lenders have so far stalled, the people said. Focus has thus shifted towards securing a potential debtor in position loan to take the company into Chapter 11, they said, even as some window remains to strike a last-minute deal that keeps it out of court. I mean, even if it's out of court, it's like still things are not going well over there. Very sad, very surprising.
Very surprising, because out of all the retail giants who withstood the test of time, Forever 21 to me was always one that like really transitioned from retail to digital super well, maintained their stores. They had the biggest stores everywhere you go. I've never been to a mall that didn't have a Forever 21.
Is honestly a red flag because that's so much. You have to be selling so much.
Yeah, but when a
to
brand
cover
is
your
going
costs.
bankrupt, like you see them like closing stores,
Yeah.
I've never seen a any mall I've ever been in. It's like the Forever 21 is brand new, huge, and so many people. You can't get a checkout.
They overextended, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. I feel they're so new age. I wouldn't even compare them to like a Lord & Taylor. They're like very much of the millennium.
Yeah, but Lord & Taylor, like, it doesn't surprise me just because like the type of clothing they had in Lord & Taylor was just not keeping up with the times. Like, it was very much like an old lady store, which is good, but it's not going to be a multi-billion-dollar brand. Like, Forever 21, like, their shirts were so on, well, I'm talking about them like they're dead, but, like, everything they make is so on trend and so relevant, and, like, we didn't, like, when I went for Coachella and Stagecoach, like, literally Forever 21, I shopped everywhere. Forever 21 had everything I needed.
Yeah,
same.
but just because they're filing for bankruptcy doesn't mean they're going out of
Right.
business. Like, this
What's
is
the
probably,
difference?
It's like, it makes no sense. I mean, Dorit tried to explain it on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but they're just like, they probably just want to not have to pay their debts or their loans or whatever.
Right, I think it all gets forgiven if you file for bankruptcy, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
So,
Sounds
yeah.
like I need to file for bankruptcy.
No, totally. So they'll still be around, but I just can't believe they're even in such a weak position.
I know.
Anyways, those were the Fast Five stories. Like I said, meh.
I would say they were kind of slow.
Yeah, they were medium
The slow
paced
five.
stories.
Okay, I want to talk about the Dave Chappelle stand-up special because I watched it. I told you to watch it, and then Margot came over yesterday, and I tried to get her to watch it, and she wouldn't get off her phone. It was so frustrating.
Bitch.
I was just like,
Stand-up is something you need to.
being so annoying.
How often do we say you have to watch
No, I
something?
planned to watch it. It just like wasn't the time, and she was just being literally insane. Being like, I would go on my phone for a second check, and be like, "Are you watching? Are you
Because I
listening?"
was watching you, and it's like not like you were tending to business. Like I literally saw you like checking random notifications and like scrolling Instagram. Like you weren't actually
so
doing
frustrating.
It was trying to get someone to watch something when they won't like pay attention is the most
Because I
frustrating
planned
thing.
to watch it, I just like didn't want to do it then. Like I could only watch 30 minutes. I had to leave at 3. Like it was stupid. I could watch it on my own time and enjoy it. But
So
it
you should
just
have
felt,
said yes.
But you just like wanted to, so I was trying to do something nice. I didn't know you'd be so crazy.
What am I, a charity case? I had already
Yeah.
seen it. I was trying to expand your mind.
11/11 Make-A-Wish. I wish that Margot will watch it and take it seriously. But actually, I did something. When Zach came home, I was like, you need to watch this. And usually I say that and then I watch him watch and I'm like, get off your phone because he's always on his phone. But I went to the other room while he watched it and he said he loved it. I don't know if he was paying attention, but I feel good.
Well, so I was like feeling so crazy conflicted about it, and I did a post in the Toasters because I watched it, and like me and Ben, our jaws were on the floor. Like there was some stuff we couldn't stop laughing at, and then there was some stuff that I was like, oh my God, I literally cannot believe those words just came out of his mouth. And I was feeling so conflicted because while I don't really condone like making jokes about sexual abuse, I totally understand. I don't think he actually feels that way. I just think because we live in such fucked up times, like he needs to say stuff for the sake of being allowed to say it.
100%. And like, they're jokes. It's so crazy. I loved it. There was so much stuff that it's like, oh no, that's not my personal opinion, but like.
The R. Kelly stuff was so funny.
That was so funny. Like the Michael Jackson stuff, it's like, I don't agree, but like, I can enjoy this. This is hilarious. And like, it's just funny. Like, everyone, there's this thing now where it's like you can't say anything that it's almost like you've committed a crime,
right?
Which is like the First Amendment. It's freedom of speech. Say whatever the fuck you want. Like, so I just like loved even when I personally like didn't agree with it. It's like I'm not offended.
Right.
Like he couldn't have made fun of white people more. I'm not offended.
Right.
It's fucking hilarious. And even if I don't agree, like it's just a joke.
No, and Jackie also.
I think it was so important, and everyone
too.
should watch it. Like. It's such an important
Jackie,
thing.
also I felt incredibly woke after watching it because he made probably the greatest point ever.
Wait, okay, I want to hear what you thought it was. For me, the part that I thought, like, what was the greatest point for
Well,
you?
he was talking about how like the crack epidemic, which really affected the African American community, people would just regard them as like criminals who do drugs. But now it's like heroin is affecting the white people, and now it's like they are sick, they have an illness, we need to take care of them.
Oh, totally.
It's so fucking true.
I was dying laughing when he was talking about school shooters. And how they have these trainings for what happens, but like
it's like his kid goes to school now, and because like school shootings are so much a part of our culture, like they have these drills in place where it's like every now and then they'll do a drill in case what happens when there's a school shooter.
And he was saying, but like the school shooter is in the room for the training, so it's like, where are we meeting up?
He's like, we're giving them all the secrets.
Yeah.
And then he's like, as a parent, like we all look at each other knowing like one of us is raising the school shooter. Like
Yeah.
it just doesn't want to be me.
Yeah, no, it was just all so funny, and like all of that stuff is so taboo, but this is like reality, and like we have to be able to joke about stuff.
No, I couldn't agree more. And also like, oh, sorry, the best part of the whole thing, and I watched it in 2 parts, and so I watched the entire thing, and then I watched the last 10 minutes a day later, and I'm sorry, the last 10 minutes were the best part. At first I had no idea who he was talking about when he was talking about the French actor.
Oh my God, I had no idea.
He was talking about the French actor, José Smollett, and I was like, who the fuck is this guy talking about? And it occurred to me, like, literally 10 minutes later, he was talking about Justin Smollett, the French actor, and anytime he talked about his name, he pronounced it differently. So he was like, José Smollett, and oh my God, I couldn't stop fucking laughing. So funny. I mean, just really, he totally gets his audience.
When he was doing the Nigerian accent saying, this is MAGA country. It's just like, and you know what? So much of the stuff he's talking about really is like a weight on this country, like
Totally.
school shootings, and it's really painful. But like laughing about it brings like a little levity to these situations,
Right, and,
and
like, you
it's
feel-
so important. Laughter is the best medicine.
And like you're listening to it, laughing, and like feeling guilty about laughing, which makes it even funnier.
No, 100%. And like really, like the Jussie Smollett shit is so crazy, and like it's so crazy. But no one has like made fun of it, where it's like ripe for the picking.
Wait, people are putting in the comments like things he said that made me laugh. That's too hot for TV. He's like, I would never say that. Okay, if you didn't see the special, you don't know what we're talking about. It's under an hour. It's so funny, and also just like watching. I mean, he just did so many shows in New York. I can't believe we didn't go. Like, I'm so upset. But like,
I had no idea how important it was.
no, me neither. And like, I know some of the stuff he's saying like is so off-putting to people, and I just can't stress enough. Like, I hear you and I totally see you, but at the same time, like, I totally respect and like love his point, which is like, okay, you don't have to agree with me, but you can't kill me for saying it.
Right. You can't like cancel. He's like our crusader against cancel culture, and I'm so here for him. It's like, and he's talking about everything.
Everything. It's on Netflix. It's called Sticks and Stones. This sounds like an ad for it, but it was just so funny.
It was so funny, and I just think it's important to be able to make jokes about anything because they're jokes, and you should be able to laugh, and you should be able to laugh at yourself, laugh at other people. Like, it's fine.
But can you
fine.
imagine being so carefree? Like, I respect the hell out of that. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. Like, I do an episode of the Tote, and every day I go home and read what everyone said about me and how mad they were about what I said about the opioid epidemic, and then I can't sleep because I think everyone hates me and thinks I'm stupid. Like, I am so in my own head. I'm so self-conscious. I have so much self-doubt, and he doesn't give a flying fuck, and it's so impressive.
It's so impressive. And like the Kevin Hart stuff, he was just like, I thought his takes on so many, you know, topical, what's the word, like controversial shit.
Yeah.
It's just refreshing because everyone says the same stuff. Did you see that Vice article that was like, don't waste your time watching Dave Chappelle stand up? Like that.
That's just proving his point.
Yeah. And people just went in. And if you look on Twitter, it's like people really enjoyed it.
Did they?
I think he speaks for a lot of people who are really fed up with like the fact that no one can make a mistake. No one, and it's not even about like making a mistake, like committing a crime. Yeah, no, you can't do that. But like you can't say something out of line, which is like, it's not the best thing to do, but it's not a big deal. Like,
right.
It's just words.
And it's called growth.
It's just, it's crazy. So I thought it was really great. I was really happy to see it.
He was so funny. Okay, if you are a Florida toaster, like, I hope you're doing okay. If you need any resources, there is a Florida Toaster group. Join. I know people are like opening up their homes. I don't know how bad the hurricane is, but it's Florida hurricane season, so just lean on each other.
And our toasters in the Caribbean, I saw some of them were posting. There are toasters
There
in the Caribbean.
are?
Yes.
Oh my God, does that make it an international show? Is that a stupid
we've,
question?
We've been international.
Yeah, I mean, we're big in Toronto.
Yeah, so.
All right, so I
that's
hope
that.
everyone can, make it through the weekend, lean on each other, join the Facebook groups. It's actually super helpful for resources. Thank you so much for listening to the Millennial Morning Show, The Morning Toast. We go live Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you liked what you saw. Maybe leave a comment. We're also available as a podcast, as you probably know, on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, literally anywhere you can listen to podcasts. So feel free to subscribe over there. Leave a 5-star review about how beautiful, smart, and hilarious we are. We love you so much. There is no show tomorrow because we are going to Dallas, but we are recording an amazing Patreon episode for Toast Radio today. So basically,
I'm so excited.
The episode will be up tomorrow, and it is basically our top. We're each going to pick 5 songs or so that we really love. And so it basically, if you're listening to this podcast in a car, it's like a radio station. We're going to talk in between songs.
About the songs.
So you can listen to music, you can listen to the toast, all your loves in one place. I think it's a really good idea. And I think if people like it, we'll do it as like a monthly installment.
I would love to because
Me
I
too.
would just love to share music with the world.
Right.
And also talk about why I like certain songs. Also, the newest episode of The Snatchler is out. We recorded it yesterday. Honestly, I think The Snatchler is like brilliant stuff sometimes. I think we really get into like the sociological issues within The Bachelor.
Yeah.
Chase Brody McNary really liked it. He commented on The Snatchler.
That he listened to the podcast.
That he listened to the podcast because we were like kind of roasting him, but
We weren't roasting, like we were really just being honest about like him as a human with huge thighs in a good way. Isn't it crazy how like you could say that about like a woman and it means something so different than when you say it about a man?
Totally.
Like if anyone ever referred to me as a girl with huge thighs, like I would literally stab them in the neck.
Yeah.
100%. But like Chase Brody McNary loved the fact that we pointed out his huge thighs.
Yeah.
Oh, guys have it so good.
If it's good enough for him, it's good enough for everyone.
Yes.
So check it out, The Snatchler.
Love you guys. We're back Tuesday.